My channel. My name is Luando. If it's your first time tuning in, please do kindly subscribe, join the family. I share my journey as an entrepreneur, and today I am particularly sharing my journey as I am embarking on my first direct purchase with a Chinese supplier or suppliers. I just want to alert you guys what the process is, how frustrating, and all of that. We've had enough DIYs because I tried, guys. I've been coming with the content. It's been fun. I really enjoy the shorter vlogs. It makes it easier for me to also edit and get them out in time. Hence, sometimes I'll thank you very much to you for commenting, for liking, for subscribing. I really appreciate it. Please, if you can kindly push up my engagement. So every time you watch a video, if you just say thank you, Londo, loved it, love you, see you soon, new subby here, anything, I will appreciate it. Like last year, I mentioned to a friend that I was looking into buying equipment, but obviously buying equipment in South Africa is so expensive because there are shipping costs, and then people want to add their runner fees, then there's the shipping fees, then there's the shop fees, then there's just general price hikes, interest, profit, whatever. So I was looking into buying in China, but I wasn't too pro China because my first experience was not the worst, but I think I was not prepared. What I learned from that experience is that when you buy something from China, number one, if they say it's going to be 20,000 rand, budget 30,000 rand, because there are hidden costs. But they're not hidden, it's just that those costs come after you bought the item. So you buy the you all buy stuff together with, let's say, Ulwando either is in China or Ulwando knows someone in China, and then she makes sure that the equipment gets to the container gets to the port. From now, the port, which is Durban, for that equipment to get to Johannesburg, there's transportations, there's offloading costs, there's customs, and it's highly possible that at every time or at every point where equipment ibanjwa, either by the customs police, by the road people, example, not the courier company, the freight company, there are costs, and then so that you'll find what you're paying at 2,000 rand, 100 rand here, 50 rand here, until the items eventually get to your house, or you eventually get to go to there in Joburg downtown to go collect the equipment. My friend said, no, I have a direct person in Rwanda. I've met this person, I've been to China, and I've referred many people to him. You can trust him. Just tell him what you want, he'll sort it for you, and then what will happen is you can put the money in my account, then he can debit to me, which would be her credit card details. I said, all right, perfect. So that's when my process started last year, I think November. I sent him equipment, which was mainly kids equipment. I specifically was hunting for chairs. What really sold me to buying in China was when I started making the differentiation in pricing. I specifically wanted a jumping castle, a pink one. I have a blue one, I have a white one. And both of these, I bought them at the ranges of 7.5 to 8K. Ne? Obviously, the time that I went back to the other one, there were price increases. Each jumping castle when inquired in South Africa because I wanted a pink one, and my supplier, whom I trust, so they had every color. They had gray, like a gray muddy color, they had blue, they had white, they had red, they had a bright Barbie pink, they got greens and all these other colors. But I was like, no, I want a pastel pink. I have a blue one, I have a white one. If I get a pink one, I'm good for life. But for a whole year I waited, and they kept saying, Nando, we are struggling to get the type of material that we use in that color, because by the time it gets to us, it would just be so expensive for us to sell the jumping castle, and they particularly didn't feel like it was worth it, so they were going to stick to the colors that they have. So that's when I started looking outside, and so I started checking eBay. I checked I even checked Shein at one point. I checked Alibaba, and people just were like scaring me about, not scaring, but like they were warning me about the cost. Yes, it's going to be cheap, but once it comes, it's very expensive, because it's just going to be you What if it's get held at customs? And remembering the experience I had with the first purchase, and the fact that it would just be me and a person, which would be the direct shop owner, who I don't even know if they understand English correctly. My friend then said she has someone who we can speak to directly, who can assist us. I obviously jumped. I was not too worried about credits, checking the person, vetting the person. Are they real? Will they scam me? Will they not scam me? All that, which is very important. If you are going to go down this route, please make sure you vet the people that you're going to be working with. So in my case, I was 1% scared to make the payment, but 99% assured, because my friend wouldn't scam me. Once she shared her details, I reached out to Mugai, and he was very happy. Shem understood English perfectly fine, sent him the pictures, sent him the jumping castle. What sold me was the jumping castle that I want was a pink 3x3, right? Remember, I'm saying 8-9K. When I inquired in SA with a friend who has a jumping castle that's pink, she told me that she bought hers for 22,000, around there. This guy told me 6,000 something rands. I was like, say no more, I'm sold. Because in my mind, I was like, if I was willing to spend 20 something thousand rand on a jumping castle, and now I'm gonna get it for 6,000 rand, that 20k change from Maskipi 6,000, I can use that to buy other chairs or other things. So I started sending him more equipment, because he didn't specify. He just said, send me what you want. I decided what I wanted. I sent him pictures. I have ordered a transparent kids chair, a transparent Niasman. If you invent, you'll know what a transparent kids chair. I then also ordered the 3x3 jumping castle. I ordered a kids chair. It's like a cafe chair, a steel chair, not a standard adult chair. You only see that chair if you go like a coffee shop. It's usually black or white. So I ordered a black one, but the miniature version for kids, because I felt that I wanted to have a chair specific for boys. So that one, and then I also bought a rattan butterfly chair, which is the handmade boho, but it looks like it has a ribbon. So far to this point of my purchasing journey, this is like my one and only thing that has given me red flags about buying from China. I did not realize, when it comes to buying from China, please triple check the chair, the sizes of what you're buying. Don't just assume. So I assumed that because they sent me pictures, it was a chair. I did not go into the finer details to check the size in terms of centimeters. And Yenashem, he had sent them to me, but I just assumed it was just a picture. Gandhi, I was ordering a toddler chair and not a child chair. So basically, I bought a creche 1 to 3, 1 to 4-year-old chair. And the other chairs and general chairs for kids parties are grade 1, like a grade 1 to a grade 3 chair. So it's slightly taller because the legs are slightly longer. It's not a huge train smash because the chair is still pretty, the chair is still there, but it's not the same height. I spent a considerable amount of money buying this chair. So when I tried to ask him Kokwani, he straight up said, we unfortunately cannot do any returns because this particular chair is handmade. So unlike the other chairs where we can just swap out if it was a matter of color, it's handmade to order. I would have to pay more money to buy more chairs, and I still will have to take those chairs or I forfeit them. So I said, you know what, it's fine, lesson learned for me. Next time I know, bring the chairs. When they arrive, I will assess them. I most definitely will use the chairs because a chair is still a chair, and when a wild one. So it's like the beginning is, I will just have to specify to clients when they want that chair to say, okay, please note it's a 1 to 4, so maybe you can swap out some chairs if the chairs are bigger. But like, I don't want to get too stressed. I don't want to give it too much thought. I made an error, but the chair is still a chair, so it's coming. the prices difference in the chairs. If I had bought these chairs, so for example the kids transparent chair and the metal chair, I paid about 300 to something per chair. If I had bought these chairs in South Africa, I would have paid $5.99 plus for these chairs. So I basically bought them in half the price. With the rattan chairs, they were slightly more expensive. I think Zona, they were about 600 Rand per chair, so it probably would have been like a grand, nah, definitely more than a grand for me to have bought the same chair in South Africa. I did procrastinate to make the payment because I think there was that 1% home that was just like a bit scared, because this payment was supposed to go off last year. It didn't go through. Then I was like, no, I'll do it in Jan. I didn't do it. Then eventually when I think was now at peace to say, okay, Lwando, make the payment. I had issues with making the payment because I didn't want to use my friend's details. I wanted to use mine. I wanted to create a relationship with the guy. So I asked her if she doesn't mind. Obviously said, yeah, show me, if you guys want to have your own thing, it's perfectly fine. Also minuses the financial traffic in her account. I wanted to pay him through FNB. We had issues. I realized that you can't pay, so not you can't, but it's better to not use your business account but use a personal account when making payments to China. And then also don't say it's a payment. You need to checklist or tick that it's a gift that you're sending to a friend, right? And then they will just ship the things and you go receive it as a gift from a friend. Well, I think it's just less logistics, less paperwork, just, well, yeah, just to not get too technical. So that's what he advised me, and that's what my friend also, so that's what I did. So the first time it didn't take, so I moved from my business to my personal. Then I did my personal account, it still didn't take. Then eventually it did take. The money went, the money came back. Then I got on a call with FNB. It was a long thing, guys. Another couple of weeks went by. Eventually I said to him, can you try another method? And then you opted for Western Union. I did not want to go to Western Union, so sorry, we used ABSA. So ABSA was linked up to Western Union, so the money was paid electronically from ABSA through to his Western Union, which was actually quite nice. Though we did have issues again, and at this point I was just like, but I persevered. I was like, no. And people were like, Lwando, are you showing me a sign? I was like, guys, it's not a sign. So I'm going to pursue. So we ended up being successful. The payment went through. We made 2 payments. So they both went through. What I loved about Western Union was the fact that once the money cleared, so it tells you that the payment has been successful, then it tells you the money has cleared to him. Then I told him, okay, cool, money has been paid, money is cleared. As soon as he withdrew the money, before he even told me that he withdrew it, I already got the notification from the bank to say money has been withdrawn by this person at this time at this branch, etc, etc, etc. So he confirmed it, made the second payment, and then he confirmed it again. I think 2 days later he then started sending me images of the equipment. So that's where I feel like he's a runner, not necessarily linked to one specific factory, or maybe he's in one factory but he assists to go to the other factory, because I don't know, it just looked different. And the fact that it was a stagnant thing. It wasn't like once he showed me everything. Every day he'll show me something different. So the first one was the jumping castle. He took a video, sent it to me, showed me how it before it goes up, and then he showed me my lele pants, my lele. He showed me when he was on the jumping castle, jumping on it. He then showed me the chairs. That's when I only realized what he flip. We made a mistake with the sizes. So I've accepted everything else. So that's the video when I was getting the jumping castle. Pictures of the chairs for me to check. And when you look at the factory, if you've been to the Alibaba websites, you will notice that this factory looks exactly like the factories in Bizan, Alibaba and eBay. This is the factories. That's the rattan chair. Then, so that's the clear chair that I'm buying. That's the black chair that I want for the boys. It's steel. Okay, no lies, I kid you not. As I picked up my phone to show you these pictures, I saw this from him. That's the box. He is packaging the items now, because I texted him earlier today and I asked, when do you anticipate that you'll be shipping the items? So he said Thursday, which is 2 days from now. I will obviously tell you when the things arrive. I'll do the unboxing. I'll keep sharing with you so that if ever I do feel comfortable, I can gladly share his details. But when, yeah, I'll get there, not now. Am I gonna purchase again from China? I definitely am. You know why? I don't know if I said it, that I wanted to have my own relationship, and I pushed to make my own payments with the guy in China, was so that I can actually have a trip down. Is it down? Okay, travel to China for one, for the sake of traveling. I love to travel. I haven't been out the country, I think, in 2 years now. That's not nice. I also want to go there so that I can see what he has, because sometimes when you only buy what you know, what if this guy has other nicer things? What if he has access to other places and other factories and cheaper things, you know, that I could be getting and making myself a lot of money? So I want to go there. I want to go just window shop, do any record, shoot, take down notes, but I want to always keep him as my buyer, so that even when I come back to South Africa, I can confidently carry on buying from him and know I can send him to other places, because I won't only think kids decor. What if he's got adult event stuff? What if he's got homeware stuff? What if he's got clothes and bags, etc.? So in total, my order is 14,900 RMBs. That is a total of 39,000 Rand. I will let you know what the extra fees that I will incur when the shipment does arrive. I think at most, just keep me in your prayers. Let's really hope that it's in your figure. So he said Thursday. Today is the 23rd of April. He says Thursday, ne? 23, 23, 24, 25. So 25 is shipping. Obviously, he'll send me a communication that he shipped. And yeah, hopefully it's figure. So excited. And the fact that I'm getting the huge bargain for me, it's a win. It's a definite win. I've shared everything I wanted to share with you guys. This is the formal invoice with the, obviously it's all in, his details are in Chinese, the other things are in English. So I'm getting 60 chairs, 20 20 20, and one 3x3 jumping castle, including a blower. He's already charged me shipping fee on the quote. He charged me 2,000 RMBs. That is what, 2,000 would be around 5,000 Rand for shipping. And remember, the thing about shipping is the more things you buy, the more expensive your shipping is. But like, still, even with that 2,000 Rand, I'm still saving money, because I still go back to, if I didn't buy through him, I would have had to spend 20,000 Rand on just one jumping castle. Back once we have a clearance, when my things arrived, and I will let you know. I do have about 3 other things that I'm going to sit down, I'm going to record for you guys, just many more sit downs, and then I'm going to come back and hit you with the vlogs. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it, and those who've migrated over to my TikTok, I appreciate you guys so much. Honestly, is the sweetest thing to read your comments, especially the ones that really speak to me and they say thank you to me, how whatever little information I shared with you guys, how it helped, where it helped. That's the thing that motivates me. But yeah, this year we're making money. We're moving slowly, we're moving quietly. Money. Thank you. Bye. See you next time.